I shot a video and I told you guys about how I was very silent about the musical saga, having music artists having to be, you know, to receive payment or not when it comes to ministrations in different churches and, a whole lot of conundrum about music artists, gospel music artists. And Prophet Angel broke silence on how one Nigerian gospel artist charged him $80,000 before he or she, because he's not revealed the identity, he or she could pull out in London at the time Prophet Angel was in London to perform or to minister to God's people. $80,000. And I want to ask you a question. Do you know 80,000? Let's go into the video first.
Wake up. The devil is coming. It is very, very subtle. Since we are not ignorant of his devices. Imagine Michael Jackson is telling you the devil can come through a dance. You think he can come through your all these movements you are doing, drinking and smoking and womanizing. That's what you think. That's the obvious way. Yet Michael Jackson is telling you he came through the dance. That's why there is a debate raging right now. Should musicians be paid? Honestly, people are fighting to pay a musician. Their own choir is not paid. But we have to hire an American singer to come to our church, $40,000, and then tickets, and pay the team to arrive here. And yet the worship team, not one has a decent shoe. The only time they are wearing the best clothes is when we give them those gowns, the uniform from church, so they can look decent in front. But guess what? An American musician, we got to pay $10,000 first class, $5,000 business for the assistant. And then the wife also wants to come for no reason at all, but you just accompany. And you know what? It's okay.
To pay those.
One singer from Nigeria, and I know that you all going to, it is this singer, it is this singer. I will not say. One singer from Nigeria charged me $80,000. I sent them a message and said, I'm sorry, for now I'll play your cassette. That's right. I was in London, my team can tell you.
Yeah, we know.
I said, for now,
I know.
I'll play the tape. Don't worry.
We have the audio.
If you allow me, I'll play the tape in church. Yeah. We will, while we are closing our eyes, we will remember, we will remind ourselves what you look like. What you could have been doing here if you had been here.
We'll be envisioning you. Yeah.
Did I have the 80,000? Oh, you bet your bottom dollar. I have many 80,000s. But I was not going to waste money like that. My choir is there. Not one has received $1,000. And here I've got $80,000 to give someone else. You are joking. I better pay my choir. Because they are there. Even when I'm not there, they are there. When I travel, they are in church. See? Why is it okay? You pastors who say we should not pay these pastors, these people who come to sing. See? I'm different to you. I'm telling you we should not. But you say we should not. You didn't get it. I'm saying it this way. We shouldn't. And we shouldn't because we are not taking care of our own people as well. Why should this person remain in the choir? Because they are doing it for the Lord. I didn't ask you to pay before I came here. You just know on Thursday, I'm here. I get it. Have a business platform where you invite business people and you want to do this and you want to do this. I get it. It's different. Have a training session that people say, if you want to do this and if you want to attend my thing, here's what I want to do because we want to raise that and that. That's your fundraising. I get it. But when you travel from here, going to another country, you say, I need this manifest. Should I apply to musicians only? Even to pastors. But they didn't get it.
They're missing.
They're missing it. Even to pastors.
Mm-hmm.
Why should you be paid? But like I said before, if I then go on my own cost and I do what I need to do,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't honor also,
Mm-hmm.
you also are evil.
Mm-hmm.
God is not evil to forget your labor of love. I'm doing it because of the love of God. But you should honor.
Mm-hmm.
You should never forget. But I shouldn't tell you, honor me this way.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me. Hear me. These guys here would open shops and close shops. Michael Jackson went to London there. The whole shop was open just for him. Then they closed. Harrods was open. Then they removed everyone. And guess what he did? He took his family members in there to just act like normal members of this on the street. To pretend like they are other people. So he can have a normal experience of what it feels like to shop without being bothered.
Wow. It was his family members.
Yes. But that's not the issue. The issue is, why is it that Christians are so, listen, I believe it was Atlanta, a whole church after Michael Jackson died, they had a memorial where including the pastor came with a glow. Doing moonwalk. Sang a Michael Jackson song. And
church.
people, an altar call was made when a Michael Jackson song was being played. And people felt the song and decided to give their lives to Jesus Christ.
Say you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even $10,000. What will you do with that amount of money? Do you want to put it in savings? Because that's bullshit. You want to put it in treasury bill? That is double bullshit. You want to put it in bonds? That's triple bullshit. Do you know what you can do with that money? You need to go all in. This is the time. I feel it so hard. This is the time that millionaires will be made in the space of 4 years and even beyond, right? So this is the time to slap your money in cryptos. This is the time to invest your money in stocks. This is the time to, do margin trading in forex and synthetic indices and all of that, right? I am the right mentor for you. I'm the one who is going to show you the rightful strategy, how this thing works. No cap. Absolutely no cap, right? So I'm doing a promo and we have, canceled $80 to $40. You pay. I'm going to mentor you in whatever department you want me to mentor you in. And it's just nuggets, no bullshit, right? My name is Sean Nixon, and let's meet at the other side. Let's go. The whole thing about being judgmental and all of that, it's not a thing that I prioritize. And I don't think I've shown much of being judgmental on this channel over the years. Now, so I still learn to practice that act over and over again, not being judgmental. And so, however, you see my titles or my thumbnails, when you come to the video, I'm not being judgmental, right? It's just me. But the truth of the matter, why I'm saying that is this music, gospel artists having to receive fees and all of that saga has been there for days, for weeks. I've not talked about it until recently. Uh, I got a video from Apostle. Oh my goodness, one fine apostle, very intelligent apostle. All the apostles are intelligent. And Femi Lazarus, right? And he was talking about how he was charged 10,000 for honorarium, right? And the video was in my gallery for days without me talking about it because I felt like it is dicey. But I was like, okay, let's put it out there, shared it. I think that video didn't even get a lot of views because it wasn't insulting somebody. It wasn't, it's normal like that. And I shared my opinion. And I'm like, this thing about paying gospel artists and not paying gospel artists is dicey. And I'll explain. And I shared my thoughts and I even gave insight on what Prophet Benji shared some other time ago in a broadcast. I was watching, I didn't share because I felt it's too dicey to me. Understand me? Because I have a little bit knowledge, if not too much knowledge, when it comes to music and all of those things. So it looks dicey to me. I still want to shut up on that. Now, Prophet Angel being charged 80K to perform. Number one, the artist is not coming from Prophet Angel's church. And I want that to be clear. Number two, at the time I believe Prophet Angel was having his choir members, choiristers, whatever, there, ministering in church, being it evening service, being it Sunday service, morning service, and all of that. But still, maybe they just want another wave in the church with another minister coming over. You know, everybody's having, I mean, with time, you will have favorite minister. Wow, this guy is good. His album is nice. His song is bumping out there. It's very beautiful with a message the person carries and all of that. It's not a sin to invite somebody to your church. That's number one thing. Even though Pastor Chris, Prophet Benjo, most religious leaders advise now that you shouldn't inviting ministers shouldn't be a norm and all of, and I respect that. It's very beautiful, a thing to master. But when you make that bold step to go and invite, know that you'll be charged. That's a fact. You see, this is how I'll handle my presentation with my opinions, right? And I think a lot of people wouldn't like it. And maybe it's because of the fear, I'll admit. Maybe it's because of the fear that I feel like people will not like how I'll present it. Because I feel like I'll be real with my presentation in a way. Because the moment you invite somebody, they will charge you. And I made a scenario in that video with Pastor Femi Lazarus or Apostle Femi Lazarus that the moment you invite somebody, they will charge you. Whether the honorarium is $10,000, $50,000, $1,000, they will charge you because the person is not from your church. Even though the person is a Christian and a Christian minister or a gospel minister from somebody else's church, or even if the person is not going to any church at all, they will charge you. They will. Why? Because the songs that they produce, when you go to studio, do you know how it costs to record in the studios? Is very expensive. I understand Prophet Angel is having their own studio. They record artists. They are artists. I was talking highly of that. I respect that. Is very beautiful. There are two people who have been very successful with this thing when it comes to like creating a whole industry in the church, a music industry in the church. Pastor Chris, number one, Prophet Angel, number two. When I am talking about it in terms of success on a larger scale, listen to what I'm saying. On a larger scale, when you look at success of the music industry in Christ Embassy on a larger scale, we have never seen something like that in the world when it comes to the Christian fraternity. I'm not talking about single artists having to come from different churches in one church. And this video will be long because I want to speak some things here, right? So Prophet Evangel himself admits, okay, when I go in for another person, not from my church, and they charges me, you don't control that. You cannot control that. They will charge you. And I gave reasons. They record, they brand themselves, they buy clothing for themselves, you know, they have backing vocalists and all of that. They will bring. Sometimes not all of their songs can be sung by your choristers. I'm just trying to go in deep, like in details that I could give you. I'm just trying to give it out. Those people who come with their choristers and all of that, mind you, you made a bold step of inviting another artist or gospel artist from another person's church. So that is you inviting somebody. I hope we are clear here. Prophet Evangel is very intelligent and keeps being intelligent. He says he invited. Now it's not that he cannot pay $80,000. He can. In fact, a man who is very wealthy, rich, bought Lamborghinis for the wife on several birthdays. I'm just trying to give you a picture to proving to you that he can afford the 80K. You understand me? And a man of his wealth, come on, 80K is never anything. But the man with wisdom, Prophet Angel, have to sit down and say, okay, 80K, Now, Macquarie says, I'm not even giving them maybe 1,000. I think, believe me, he says, maybe Prophet Benji is exaggerating on that. Not giving $1,000 to. Prophet Benji is very generous. He's giving cars to church members who are not even pastors. You understand? And some pastors and all of that, the choristers. It's not $1,000. $1,000 wouldn't be much for Pastor Prophet Benjo gifted one guy in the church $1,000 before somebody like a normal. I mean, who just came for service, $1,000. So $1,000 is nothing for Prophet Benjo to give out. He's just trying to make a statement with that. I've not taken care, so to say, taken care fully with my choristers. Now I'm paying 80K for another person to come for just 3 hours, 2 hours. The person will even minister not even up to an hour. And that's it. 80,000. Then you look at your people. You say, no, let me deal with my people first. Let me. I mean, if Prophet Angel gives a quarter of the 80K to the whole media, I say media, no, the choristers, even to buy another robe, if that one will be even more profitable to the church. And that's what he's thinking. Are you getting the point? Now, the saga about gospel artists that Pastor Chris started was about how his artists that he raised both in the word and he financed most of them. I can't say all of them. I can only say most of them because I don't have evidence to say all of them. Most of them are snitching on him, going out there and say, okay, look, guys, we started like this. I want us to stay like this. No going out here and there and doing this and that. That was Pastor Chris's issue, which is healthy for his ministry. I don't know whether you are getting this. Pastor Chris never said when, and I don't believe Pastor Chris, or I don't think, maybe you should show me a video or reference me to a link to watch a video, something like that. I don't think Pastor Chris will be like, uh, when you go and invite another gospel artist from anywhere else, not in your ministry, you shouldn't pay them because it can never happen like that unless you have a relationship with the person. If if I have a relationship with gospel artist A and I'm inviting gospel artist A to my church, that person can come and minister 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, and go because we have a relationship. And I will never, maybe I wouldn't even give him a cut of a price or any amount of money because we have relationship. But the person is not in my ministry. If you don't have relationship with them, they will charge you. And if you ask me whether it's fair they charge you or not, I'll say it is fair they charge you. Why? Because they go into the studios, they incur expenditure, they record, they buy clothing, they do this, they do that, they move around, fuel, and all of that. It is reasonable like this. And so don't come and paint the picture that somebody is a devil because they are charging you if they are not from your ministry. And I made a statement. If the person is in your ministry, and I was even making a statement with Zimbabwe, Prophet Benjo is in Harare mostly. And another branch, I've forgotten the name of, oh my goodness. There is another name of another city in Zimbabwe that I just forgot, right? If that person is, I think Pastor Felix oversees that particular, branch there. If the artist is coming from that branch to Harare to minister, you dare not charge. Why are you going to charge? You are in the ministry. So we are just flowing together. So when you come, and maybe you come with a vehicle, the church will just take care of you. It is nice like that. It is very, in fact, it is very beautiful like that. That the church takes care of you, your fuel, and all of that. Maybe after church, eat, or maybe before service. It is just beautiful like that. We as Christians, beautiful like that. But to say that person in the ministry is going to, tag a price and say, hey, 10K or 20K before I minister, that is very dangerous. That is very deadly. You don't do that. You cannot do that. You belong to the ministry. And that is what Pastor Chris did in his ministry. He had his own music ministers. Powerful thing to do. Powerful thing to do. And that is the same thing that Prophet Angel learned from the father, Pastor Chris. And it's working for him. I see, look, let me tell you one secret. When I'm in a broadcast watching Prophet Angel, when it gets to sometimes you want to catch up with time so they could post some of the content very early. Sometimes I can't even hold it when I'm in a broadcast and they call for some of one of the minister. I forgot a couple of them, even a couple of them. And when they are ministering their songs, my goodness, I'll be jumping in my room. I'll be jumping here in this studio. I'll be jumping. I'll be enjoying the music, and I'll be okay. Let the music stop before maybe I go on to look for that. It is very beautiful to have built a very big industry in the church. And so, if with that, Prophet Angel is gatekeeping, beautiful. If Pastor Chris is gatekeeping, beautiful. He raised you, he financed you. That's all I'm talking about. So 80K, if so the 80K, I'm not going to say, oh, that person is not supposed to charge Prophet Angel 80K. I'm not going to say that. It's Prophet Angel himself who decided to invite the person. So if he says, okay, I'm not going to pay you the 80K, I want to focus on my church folks and all of that. Beautiful. That's it. That's all what I'm saying. Minister Danisi, I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure you subscribe, share, like this. Put out some post notification. I think this one is very clear. Pastor Chris is not hating on any gospel artist out there. He's just, I explained to you. Neither is Prophet Angel hating on any other gospel artist out there. He's just having to mind his own people there and gatekeep them. And that, if you ask me, that is beautiful and fair. Have you ever seen, you know, this UJ's brother, Levi, ministry in another? If assuming Levi is going to minister in Pastor Chris's church, do you think Levi is going to charge Pastor Chris? I want to charge you 100K. No, because they have a relationship. Even though Levi is coming from Spirit Embassy to Christ Embassy, it's just simple. I hope you get it now. I'm out.